Welcome to KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shim. The season's fifth typhoon Danas, which developed in waters off the Philippines on Tuesday, is moving towards Jeju Island. Typhoon Danas is a relatively small typhoon with a maximum speed of 24 meters per second and central pressure of 990 hectopascals. It is expected to affect the island when it reaches 200 kilometers west and southwest of Seogwipo at 6 a.m. on Saturday. The storm is bringing very strong gusts and 150 to 300 millimeters of heavy rain to the island on Saturday. Up to 700 millimeters of rain is expected to pour down on the mountains. The National Typhoon Center says the storm may change direction, so it is advising area residents to stay up to date with forecasts. Local casino sales have dropped significantly during the first half of this year. According to the Korea Casino Association, sales of 8 casinos in Jeju during the first half of this year plunged to 92.2 billion won, which is 1/5 of sales during the same period last year. Landing Casino, which opened in Jeju Shinhwa World, saw its revenue stay at 24 billion won, about 6% of sales of the same period last year, as many VIP customers have stopped visiting. Local beach waters are in good quality. The Jeju Institute for Health and Environment conducted a water quality inspection for 18 designated and non-designated beaches currently open to visitors. Study results showed that the water quality of the inspected sites are adequate, with especially low levels of E. coli and bacteria. The institute said that the rise in sea temperature due to heat waves can cause microorganisms to proliferate very easily. Local exports have dropped significantly. According to the Jeju branch of the Korea International Trade Association, local exports amounted to $10 million last month, marking a 52% plunge from that of last year. The cumulative value of exports also fell by 25% to $66 million through last month. This year's export quantity dropped by 33% from 27 million to 18 million units from last year. The Korea International Trade Association analyzed that the local exports plunged due to the huge drops in its main exports, such as electronics and machinery, by 41% and 54% respectively. Local apartment prices continue to fall. According to the Korea Appraisal Board, prices were down 0.05% July 15th compared to the week before. That was the 6th straight week that they decreased. Prices for jeonse leases, in which the renter makes a payment that is then returned in full at the end of the contract, fell 0.11% over the same period. That was the 28th straight week of negative movement for them. It's time for Film Focus. Here's Mike Lehman with what's new in local theaters.
Another week, unless Film Focus gets canned for the news. It's a bitter pill to swallow when you realize that you're not a #1 priority. But I can live with it. I still watch what I want when I want, regardless, and you should too. All right then, now with that out of the way, this week sees the opening of perhaps the most anticipated Disney remake to date, The Lion King. Can it live up to the lofty expectations set for it? Next, it's the extraordinary journey of the fakir, which looks like it lives up to its billing as an extraordinary journey. Although, being a talking lion that grows up to be king seems to be an equally extraordinary journey. But I digress. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Lademan. Do I need to summarize The Lion King? Are there people who never saw the original? Well, just in case, Simba is a young lion cub living on the African savannah with his father, King Mufasa, and takes to heart his own royal destiny. But Scar, Mufasa's brother and former heir to the throne, is less than thrilled with the arrival of Simba and has plans of his own. What follows is a tale of betrayal, tragedy, and drama so intense that it earned the original, the first ever Best Picture nomination for an animated film. So does this 2019 remake have the same chance as its predecessor? If you were happy with the original, then that's what you're getting here. The animation is undeniably outstanding, and there's nothing inherently wrong with the movie. It also has outstanding voice acting, but to only add a fresh coat of paint after 24 years could leave some people wanting.
Take your place.
After the death of his mother, a young fakir from the streets of Mumbai leaves India for France to track down the father he never knew. From the moment he arrives in Paris, nothing goes as planned. He falls in love with a young American woman, wakes up in a truck full of Somalian refugees headed for England, is held hostage in a bureaucratic war, sorts out the love life of a movie star, gets shot at by a hitman in a Roman palace, travels by private jet, merchant ship, and hot air balloon, and becomes a rich man for the span of a few hours. What was originally supposed to be just a visit to Paris to discover his father's identity turns into a veritable odyssey. Filmed with lots of color and pep, the movie doesn't take itself too seriously, and to be honest, it would be hard to do so. The lead is charming, the sets are beautiful, and the whimsical style keeps the engine running smoothly enough.
Come and taste craft beer and enjoy a flea market at the Jeju Craft Beer Festa through August 31st. Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Gustav Klimt and Hundertwasser at the new Bunker de Lumière. The Seyeongu Bridge concert series combines music with one of Seogwipo's architectural highlights. Taking a look at our weather, we expect heavy rainfall accompanied by very strong winds throughout Saturday. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 25 and the afternoon high will peak at 29 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, we'll have a low of 24 in the morning and a high of 27 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will be 24 in the morning, warming up to 28 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we expect a low of 24 and a high of 27 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 21, topping off at 24 degrees. It will rain out on the water with very strong winds out of the southeast and south at a speed of 12 to 20 meters per second with very high waves between 2 and 5 meters, so please take care. And here's what's coming up. Thank you for joining us today. Please find us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Take care.